It's time to look at the markets as well to see what's been going on in the Polka markets. NEER has been doing exceptionally well, to be honest, considering the price it was at after the crowd loan sell-off, where it took it to around 20 cents and then stabilized around 21, 23 cents for a while, even 25 cents. I mean, up to 25 cents, it was just basically accumulating, and then boom, it started, right? So we've already spoken about that. It went to 50 cents twice, and then it touched it once again here on this next run up, even after pulling back here. So now the question comes, what will happen after this, right? Will it accumulate and then push even higher, or are we going to dump back down once again below this area, which is now this area of support that it was previously resistance, and we formed the support? Because as you can see, we had a weak drop here. Somebody sold quite a lot of NEER and he took it to 36 cents, and it basically touched this area of support, which was previously resistance. So now if we drop back below that, then you can expect around 32 cents, and then we could go lower and find some support around. So 32 cents would be the next, and then the next one would be around 29 cents from here and here. So yeah, let's hope we don't get to that, and let's hope we are going to revisit highs. Let's hope we are able to break the 50 cents resistance, because we have tried 3 times, right, on 3 different occasions, and we weren't able to succeed. There just wasn't enough buying pressure, but the demand is still there for people to stake, generate BIT ahead of the metaverse launch. So I think with the metaverse launch, when people will be able to actually build and they'll need BIT, I think that's when you're going to see more buying pressure, as people will get it in order to build, right? In the bear market, what else can you do other than build on your land? And when we will be able to claim land as well as buy land, or maybe auction for land, then I think we're going to see more demand for the NEER coin. But for now, it is doing okay-ish. It's holding. It actually managed to surpass GLMR in price, but not in market cap, of course, because as you know, the GLMR coin has 1 billion total supply, whereas NEER is 100 million, but the circulating supply does differ quite a bit, although GLMR is still much higher. Now looking at AUSD here, it is holding okay-ish, I would say, not great, but okay-ish, 82 cents. We had a drop earlier this morning, where we went to 75 cents actually, which was quite nasty, exactly 75 cents as you see here on the 24-hour low, with 84 cents being the 24-hour high, upon the news that we got from Betty Chen, co-founder of Acala, with regards to the repegging of AUSD. So now as the sentiment is coming back, with the hope that the team are going to regain control over the Acala blockchain, the Acala parachain, and we're going to see it back to normal. We're going to see operations run as normal. Then you can expect repegging to also occur as well. I'm wondering where they're going to get the funds though to help with the repegging on KuCoin, because they will ultimately need to be buying, right? And considering the peak FUD was around here 72 cents, we actually had more drops here to 56 cents. So you can't say that we didn't have opportunities here for accumulating and earning for free, pretty much, because if you believed in the Acala team from the beginning, if you knew that they're not going to go away with this, they're not going to run away, they're not going to commit any kind of fraud against the community, then you knew that even on dips like this, it was the time to get in that financial advice in order to maximize your profits here the easy way. Considering we're still in a bear market and we're doing quite terrible overall in terms of our portfolio, I mean, this was an easy win here. Again, it's easy to say this after it already happened, but I'm just saying, if you fully trusted the team from the beginning, then you would have bought even right there, right where they said this happened, we're investigating. It likely wouldn't have gotten in here because this was super low, but even around 30 to 40 cents here by the time they made the announcement saying they're going to investigate. I mean, if you trusted the team, yeah, you would have bought there and you would have held and you'd be okay. But again, the fear was with the ST label. I would have personally bought a lot as well, around the 70 cents range and maybe lower when it was like 67, 68. But I was afraid of the same thing. When I saw the ST label, that basically put fear in me from KuCoin, saying that they're going to delist. And then who knows how long I'd be stuck waiting with my AUSD on KuCoin, unable to withdraw it. It could be weeks, it could be months. So the question is, was that worth it for the 20 to 30% gain? I don't know. I mean, it depends on you and what your risk-reward ratio is. But nevertheless, we will see the peg come back, I think, on KuCoin as well, but we'll have to see where the team are going to get the funds from, because they have managed to sort it out on chain, but not on KuCoin. So we'll have to see. Looking at GLMR here is not doing great, right? We did drop after we had this nice pop here to 60 3 cents back on the 12th of September, and it started on the 9th of September, to be fair here. Look, 9th of September to 12th of September, nice run up here, then massive dump. We popped again a little bit and then another dump here. So now we'll have to see if we can go back to this. We are encountering resistance here, as you can see, from this dump that we had from back on the 6th of September. This has turned into resistance now for us. So we'll have to see if we break that. There's going to be resistance everywhere now. And the worst one is around 51 cents, which is going to be extremely hard to break. It didn't take very long to break it here, but it will be now because we've dumped even lower. Remember, now we've got multiple areas of resistance. So yes, I think that 51 to 52 cents is going to be the next area we're going to struggle to get to. And then if we do get to it, we're going to stick around there for a while before going higher, because remember, there is a lot of selling pressure. And on top of that, there's now a number of proposals where different teams like Stella Swap and Moonwell are waiting to get funding from Moonbeam. So this funding is actually paid in Glimmer, which could put selling pressure on the market. Okay, this is another thing to keep in mind. Remark, not doing great either. It did go below $3. We thought the $3 range is going to hold. We dumped all the way down to like 218. That is pretty harsh. And we actually had this massive dip here, which took us to, what was it? It was even less here. Let me see if I can get this. 220 was the dip. 220 was this wick here, which was pretty terrible here if you think about it. And then we went right back to 290. So somebody just said, you know what, I'm selling everything. Boom, crashed the price, and then it went back up. So yeah, as a result, when you get these kind of wicks, you know, the sentiment starts to die out and then more people are selling and so on, because we are seeing building, but we're not seeing updates. And so until we're going to get updates related to the Remark token, which are making the Remark token valuable, or I should say, which will make the Remark token valuable, such as staking, which Bruno announced, then we are going to wait. We are going to see more downside, right? While we're waiting. Don't forget the chunky quest as well. We've got that coming up. But until we do, there's literally no utility right now for Remark, and that's why impatient people are just selling, or people that need capital, people that put in more capital than they could afford to lose or that they could afford to ride until the Skybreach launch. And so now they're seeing that the dump and are scared, are panicking, and are selling more. And so yeah, of course, you could see Remark token go even lower. It could even drop to as low as 150 if the market continues to plunge, because there just is, this is how it is, right? You just have to face the reality of the situation of the market. It's cruel. Looking at Kusama here, 41.58 at the moment. Again, huge dip here to 38, which is unfortunate. I didn't expect to see so much of a bigger dump on Kusama here, but because we're not getting any more hype with the crowd loans, there's nothing right now going on other than just development from the parity side. I think until we're going to see the common good chains, I'm just not seeing that much hype with Kusama right now. It's just selling, as people are selling those staking rewards. The treasury are selling. You know, it's just constant selling and less buying, right? Unless you get some reason to buy it, then the only people that are buying right now are the speculators, hoping that the price is going to go back up one day, and I'm sure it will. But the situation with Kusama is that, don't forget the 10% inflation, don't forget the treasury can sell to sustain development throughout the bear market, don't forget the stakers can sell, and don't forget that the crowd loaners can also sell. If the pain is too great, if they see the price continue to plunge, they will sell at a loss, even if they bought a lot higher prices, just to get that whatever they have in out of there, right? Especially if they need to sustain themselves. Some people are doing this full time. Some people are shorting, you know, at the moment trading it, and they're shorting it, and they're making profit off that as well. So there are people that are basically living off crypto full time, and they will sell, right? You just have to face it. And so that's the situation we're in. Let's have a look at DOT, because I forgot to put DOT on the list here. Of course, we should look at the king of the ecosystem, DOT USDT here, 633. Once again, the same fate as Kusama, but we do know that in the long run, DOT is going to recover, right? We're not so sure about Kusama. Of course, it can as well, but we're more certain about DOT because DOT is the king of the ecosystem, and when the market recovers, DOT will recover. You can bet on that. I mean, even when you thought the sentiment is right at the bottom here, when you thought nothing's going to happen, we went down to $6 here. We dumped, we completely plunged. You thought, oh yeah, this is going to go to $3, right? I'm sure you thought that to yourself when all you saw was this, right? When all you saw was this, it's like there's no coming back from this anytime soon. And look, to our surprise, we went to $8. To our surprise, we will almost touch $10 here. And so yeah, this can happen again. I'm not saying it won't, right? So just when we think we're right at the bottom, we're not going to recover, this could easily go to 10 bucks and even higher when the market turns around. So you just got to have faith. You got to hodl on, stake it if you already have some available, crowd loan it if you want to crowd loan, you know, just think about this, right? Think about the long run. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about the market conditions. It's not looking great once again. On a bad Sunday here, so it's a really bloody Sunday. We have had better Sundays, but in general Sundays tend to be bad, and this is just a great example of that. So coming into Monday, I'm not too hopeful that we're not going to see more red. It is a high possibility. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.